All right. Next question. Hey, Trip. If you read this question, you can just read it as anonymous. I'm 32, a slightly above average looking guy, have plenty of friends, and am an overall very likable and down-to-earth dude. I've recently started approaching women. It's going horribly. They either blow me off or immediately say that they have a boyfriend. I've only had 2 serious relationships in my life, and looking back on it, it's because they came on to me. I have a very specific type of girl I'm interested in. You don't have to read this part, but it's light-skinned black girls with a pretty face. Well, I guess I did read it. He says it's the only type of girl I go after, which really limits my options. And then obviously the personality has to be a match too. It's starting to feel impossible. Now I know your 2 stock answers here are probably 1, the unicorn bit, and 2, the scarcity mindset. No, it wouldn't be scarcity mindset, but maybe the unicorn bit. Okay, he continues, but if this is truly what I want, what should I do? I feel like it's settling if I go for girls I'm not attracted to at all. Trust me, I've tried. I've ended up turning down girls in the past because they weren't my type. I want to stay patient, but it is so hard and the loneliness is hitting hard. Could you just ponder this with everyone without using those 2 answers mentioned above? I like how you sometimes just talk through a question and arrive at an answer while talking through it. Thanks, Trip. Yeah, I mean, that's what I always do. Nothing is canned here. I mean, of course, I have a set of principles and techniques and things that generally work that, of course, I repeat because those are the answers. But, of course, I'll do my best here. Okay. So let's just talk about the reality for a second. Okay? The reality is you're going for a specific look, right? So it's a specific look. And also, you want the personality to match. I'm not going to tell you what to like or not to like, but I'm just going to give you the reality of the situation. You have a small pool. So I guess this is me giving one of my stock answers. I think it's the unicorn bit. But it has to be said. You just have to understand. And I know I'm not telling you anything, or maybe anyone listening, that they don't know, but it's very crucial to the answer here. You're going for a small pool of women. And I just wonder if there's maybe even a few more things that you're looking for that are even narrowing the pool even smaller. So you're looking for a very specific type. I wonder if you're also looking for a specific height, a specific age. Now, be really honest with yourself. How narrow is your pool? With that being said, if your pool is that narrow, and I mean, you're basically asking me to solve a problem that I don't think really has an answer. I mean, what should you do? You told me that you don't want to settle for anyone else. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like, your pool is small. I have a few ideas. I mean, hopefully you live in a big city. If you live in a small city, then you're really screwing yourself. So hopefully you're living in New York, Chicago, Miami, LA, maybe Dallas. Just thinking of any city in the U.S., or I don't know, maybe you don't live in the U.S., anywhere that has a big population. So that's going to help you, right? More volume. So even with something that has a big pool, even with your limitations, it still can give you and yield more results. So the only thing I could tell you is to open up your pool. I mean, I'm sorry that you're lonely. It sounds like you've tried, but what else can you do? Like, I'm not sure what you want me to exactly say here, unless it's some sort of motivational answer, like you can do it, buddy, which I think you can. I mean, it's just going to take more time. And I never want anyone to settle. But if you're a guy coming to me saying, this is the kind of girl I want, she's very specific, and this is the only one I want, and I'm not happy unless I get it, well, this is the reality. It might take you a while. I think my other thing I would say to you is you gotta loosen up on every other area. So if you're so specific to, and I'm sorry, but after you said you don't have to read this part, but it's specific here. So if you're just trying to get the light-skinned black girls with a pretty face, you better be okay with one of those being 6'3" or 4'10". You better be okay with them maybe not being super skinny. You got to be okay with them, not that necessarily you might care, but some guys do, that they're college educated, or you can't, it's like if you start caring about more things, the pool narrows even smaller. So if you want that one really specific thing, light-skinned black girls with pretty face, you better be opening up every other aspect of them if you want a possibility to be with that woman. Now, the other answer to this, which we'll arrive at, is your game better be on point. Your conversation skills. I think one thing that I'm hearing you say here is that you're going out and you're approaching women, it's going horribly. So you're telling me that it's not even just the pool of women, it's also the way that you're trying to convert. Meaning, right, there's all these leads out there, all these women out there, but now you got to convert them into a date. So my advice to you is don't just approach the women that you're interested in. Don't go outside your door and go, okay, I'm going to look for the light-skinned black girls that I'm really attracted to. You should be approaching everybody, even if you don't want to get their number, because you need volume there too. And it sounds like you're only going after that specific set. So that means that your volume is really low. It's going to be limiting your expertise and experience because you're not having any of these reference experiences by being able to go up and approach a lot of women. So my advice, go out there, talk to everyone, practice flirting, practice approaching. Because you're going to get a lot of women who are going to blow you off no matter what. You're going to be going out there and women just will blow you off. They just will reject you. It's just that's part of the numbers game. Not every woman's going to respond to you. So if you go out the door for an hour to practice approaches and there's only 2 women that you are attracted to and they both blow you off right away, which is very normal, you got no practice in that day. So for the times when you finally have that moment where you can actually get a woman to stop and talk to you, who is the woman who has the physical type that you're looking for, well, then at that point, you'll know what to do, or you'll have a little bit more of experience to be able to get her interested and build attraction. So that would be my answer there. To sum it up, you need to open your pool up more and not be as picky so you can get at least the very important thing that you're looking for. And 2, at least open the pool up to more women so you can practice approaching more. And here's one more thing. And I know you're probably not going to listen to this, but I'll say it to you anyways, and other people are listening too, so they'll get a little bit of advice from it. Just try, and I know this isn't easy, but try to see if there's any other kind of women that you might be interested in, so you can open up your pool even more, be open-minded a little bit. There has to be other kinds of women that you might be interested in because you're looking for a very specific type of girl. So just do your best. Open it up as much as you can.